Today I'll be giving an explanation of the chapter The Making of a Scientist, written by Robert W. Peterson. This story is about the great scientist Richard H. Ebright, who had a habit of collecting butterflies, rocks, fossils, and coins since he was a kid. His scientific research was based on the study of butterflies. He was successful in his field for his curiosity and a willing nature to win for the right reason. In the scientific journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, the article of Richard and his friend was published. He was only 22 years old at that time. It was the first time that the research work of college students was published. It was a rare honor for Richard. Richard was an only child. He grew up at Reading in Pennsylvania, USA. According to him, there wasn't much I could do there. He was not having anyone to play with, but with only one option to collect things. So he started collecting things like rocks, fossils, and coins. Gazing at stars and collecting butterflies were his hobbies. Richard's mother used to encourage him towards his interest in learning. She took him on trips and bought him telescopes and other equipments. She found work to challenge him and helped him to learn a lot. His mother was his only friend until he went to school. After he started going to school, his mother would get his friends home. He and his mother used to learn things together. Ebright was the support system for his mother. After the death of his father, when he was in third grade, Ebright was a bright student as he used to score good in class and also was regular in his daily tasks. By the time he was in second class, he had collected all the 25 species of butterflies that were found in his neighborhood. He thought it would have been the end of his butterfly collection if his mother would have not got him a children's book called The Travels of Monarch 10. The book asked the readers to study butterfly migrations, which was the turning point for Ebright as it turned his curiosity towards science. Richard came in contact with the scientist Dr. Urquhart through this book, who influenced him greatly. At the end of the children's book that his mother had got him, the readers of the book were invited to help the study of butterfly migrations. They were asked to tag butterflies by Dr. Frederick A. Urquhart of the University of Toronto in Canada. Richard's mother wrote to the doctor, and soon he was attaching adhesive tags to the wings of the butterflies. The person who would find a butterfly with a tag was asked to send the tag to Dr. Urquhart. The butterfly collecting season lasted for around 6 weeks. Then, Ebright understood that if he kept on collecting butterflies one by one, he would not be able to collect many. So the next step he took was that he decided to raise butterflies at home to study their migration pattern. He would catch a female monarch and take her eggs. He would watch all the stages of development of the butterfly. Then he would tag their wings and free them. He did it for many years and raised thousands of butterflies in the basement of his home. Soon he started losing interest in tagging butterflies as it was a very slow and tiring process. It also did not get him much response. He said that out of the many butterflies that he tagged, only 2 could be recaptured by people, and those 2 were not more than 75 miles away from where he lived. When he was in 7th class, he came to know what real science was as he lost at a counter science fair. It was a really sad feeling for him to see all other people win something while he did not win anything. Richard displayed his slides of frogs at the counter science fair, but did not win any award. He realized that he needed to carry out real experiments to win an award. He took suggestions from Dr. Urquhart, and he sent back a lot of ideas for his next year's project. He remained busy with those ideas all throughout his high school and won many prizes. In his 8th class, he tried to find the cause of a viral fever that kills thousands of monarch butterflies. He thought that a beetle may carry the virus that causes viral fever, although this was not the case. But when he showed that he had tried such an experiment, he won a prize for his project. For the next year, Richard experimented on viceroy butterflies. He tried to prove that viceroys copy monarchs. Viceroys do it to protect themselves from birds, as birds don't eat monarch. The project won the first prize in the zoology division and overall 3rd prize in the counter science fair. So today I am ending up here. Thank you.